Hey everyone, it's Bitchin' Dave. How are you doing? Where am I today? I am at Joe Robbie Stadium enjoying a Marlins game. It's actually the day that the collective bargaining agreement was finally signed, so good for the NFL. It looks like everything is a go. All the players are back on the field practicing. Looks like everything is going to happen. There's still some questions about what might happen with the actual testing for HGH. They agreed to it in principle, and that was part of the agreement, but they still need to work out some of the details. But we'll see if they can get it in place, and they'd be the first sports league to actually have that happening. So anyway, looks like one of the stories that broke this week was about Chad Henne and the fact that he got booed at the practice here at the stadium. And it was actually kind of funny, I thought. You know, I wasn't even going to comment on it, but then Tony Sperano decided he was going to say something about it, which made no sense to me. Why would he come out and say anything? He said it sickened him. And I'm thinking to myself, sickened you? Come on, why did you say anything? So now he's opened the door up. Now I know there's a bunch of fool-headed fans out there that were booing and saying we want Orton and whatever, but it seemed kind of weird, you know, that he would respond to it. We're all professionals and we can handle it, but why did you respond at all? Why not just say, yeah, you know, I don't like to hear that. I like people to be positive. Now let's move on. What's the next question? Just seems like he opened the door up to some hurt if the team doesn't do well. There is a rumor floating around that Tiki Barber might be signing with the team soon. That might be interesting if he does. There was a rumor today that Brett Favre was considering playing for the Dolphins, but then Favre turned it down, shut down that rumor, and then his agent shut down the rumor. And then the Dolphins said, well, we haven't ruled anything out. No, never mind, we're not getting him. So there you go. So let's see. It is the Joe Robbie Stadium where I am today. It's been here for 25 years now. And the first game was approximately 25 years ago this week when the Dolphins faced the Chicago Bears in an exhibition game. Of course, the first regular season game that was played here was the Kansas City Chiefs and faux Chiefs and the faux Dolphins playing each other in a regular season game that the Dolphins won 42-0, but they lost that exhibition game 10-7 to the Chicago Bears. So kind of interesting that this stadium has been here for 25 years. Now, interesting thing about the stadium, there was a game here last night that was the it was a big soccer game between FC Barcelona and Chivas out of Mexico. And they replaced the dirt infield with grass, much as they did for the couple of games last year when the Dolphins were playing. And I found it interesting that they did that again because, you know, we had been told for years that wasn't possible. And they did it twice last year during the season, and they did it for this big soccer game. And for the soccer game, the Marlins are playing here tonight. So it's amazing to me they were able to turn the stadium back in one day. So kind of funny how that all plays out, and you know, you never know what the true story is sometimes when you hear these things about, oh, it's not possible. So that's just one of those interesting things. So the stadium will go on and host football only. It'll be a football venue. There will be no more Marlins after 25 more games. There's 24 more after tonight, and then it's football only. And I guess they'll try and get more events here, maybe move some soccer here occasionally, or have a game, a concert or something here once in a while. But that's pretty much it, I think. I think that's pretty much the end of the time that it'll be used for baseball. But it's interesting the way Joe Robbie built it with the intent of having soccer here in the first place, so it's got enough size to be able to support that. And they were able to easily host baseball games here, given the size and the dimensions of the field and so forth. And I think it's pretty remarkable that they were able to turn the field over completely from soccer to baseball in a single night. It's just pretty remarkable the way they did that. So not much else to report on the Dolphins right now. We'll see where they wind up. They've got a preseason game in about a week, so we'll get some information about that when they actually get it there. Now, I think I've told you I am not going to watch that game. I'm not going to watch any of the preseason games. It's just a personal thing. I'm not into the whole preseason this year. But I'll keep a report on it. I'll keep tabs on what happens and let you know if I hear anything interesting. I'm also not heading out to training camp. I think I mentioned that in my last podcast or video cast here, and I just wanted to make sure you're aware of that. So I'll get you what I can. You know, here we go. Here's a little look at the stadium. There you go. You know, the big ass fans. So maybe we could take a little walk out onto the field here. Let's see what it looks like. Hang on. Let's see if we can walk out and see what the field looks like from here. I'm going to turn the phone around in a second. Let's find my section. Here we go, and we'll walk out.
another.